Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nunnker. You know, I'm here to do my UFC 86 Afterthoughts video. It's not exactly going to be a review video like some people do on YouTube. It's more going to be a just my thoughts about the whole event in general. I wanted to do this last night, but the card was a long card, ended late, round 1, so I didn't have time, so I just went 7-Eleven and I came back and I am ready to do my predictions. Alright, so the first fight of the night was Justin Buchholz, I got the name right now, versus Corey Hill. I called that fight pretty much exactly. Justin Buchholz submitted Corey Hill. Like I said, Corey Hill does not have enough experience yet. And I thought that Buchholz would put him in positions where he wouldn't know what to do. So Corey's a good fighter, but he got exposed in that fight. Buchholz looked good. And then the next fight of the night, I also called that one. You had Melvin Guillard versus Dennis Siver. Melvin Guillard won by TKO in the first round, very fast. I said that he would go out with like he had nothing to lose, knowing that he would have to win the fight, and that's what he did. He went out there and he dropped Dennis Siver with a punch, and then he went down with him. He told him to get back up. Siver got back up, and he got knocked down again. Dennis Siver, and Guillard went on top of him and finished it off. So Guillard won by TKO, like I said in my UFC 86 preliminary predictions video. Also, next fight was George Gurgel versus man, I can't remember his name. I just went blank. Here, one second. I'm sorry. In the meantime, we'll talk about the Gonzaga fight. I remember. Wait, George Gurgel versus Cole Miller. It was. George Gurgel did good most of the fight. He did okay most of the fight. But obviously Cole Miller caught him in a triangle choke in round 3. Caught him. Gurgel tapped. It was impressive for Cole Miller, submitting a jiu-jitsu specialist. So that was surprising. Cole Miller looked good. Didn't get that one right, but Gurgel still did pretty good most of the fight, but he did okay, but Miller caught him. Then Gabriel Gonzaga versus Justin McCulley. Gabriel Gonzaga caught him in a Kimura in the beginning of round 1. I got that one right too. I said Gonzaga by TKO or submission. He submitted him, tapped Justin McCulley. I think McCulley was a little bit overrated going into that fight. Some people said McCulley would win. Pulling for the upset, no way. Then first main fight, I didn't get that one right. Still went to decision, like I said, which was Tyson Griffin versus Marcus Aurelio. Tyson Griffin stood up with him, showed good boxing, couple leg kicks. Marcus Aurelio used his reach, good. I said, but he couldn't win it. Tyson Griffin, when he was taken down or when Aurelio pulled guard, Griffin was able to avoid an onslaught of submissions that Aurelio tried to go for. He went for triangles, he went for arm bars, went for lots of things, but Griffin showed good submission defense and pretty much just boxed it out, went to the ground a little bit in every round, and was able to pull off a impressive unanimous decision over Marcus Aurelio. The next fight was Josh Koscheck versus Chris Lytle. Koscheck, he at the beginning of the fight he tried to stand with him, and it got me a little bit worried. I was worried about this fight a little bit because Lytle has fought Caro Parigi and Joe Riggs, Thiago Alves, Matt Hughes, Matt Serra, just really tough guys. So kind of got me worried. Lytle rocked Koscheck on the feet a couple times. He caught him. Koscheck did take him down every round eventually. And he held Lytle down, and he pounded him out. Like I said, it wasn't a TKO. It could have been TKO. I said that that Koscheck would take him down and ground and pound him for most of the fight, and that's exactly what he did. And he could have called that TKO. He got a brutal cut around right here over his eye, or maybe this eye, I don't know. But and Lytle was bleeding all over. Koscheck said in his post-fight interview that one guy asked him, "Was that the bloodiest fight you've ever been in?" Koscheck said, "Yeah, I think my hair was red after, and when I was showering, it was just dripping red. His hair was red. It was bleached red, not blonde." But so Koscheck looked impressive though. He almost mounted him. He was in a weird position. It was like a weird kind of mount. Just pounding Lytle out. Lytle did go for a couple guillotine chokes that were kind of tight. Koscheck got out though, and Lytle was tough, But Koscheck won the unanimous decision. One guy had 30-26, 30-27, 30-28. Then Joe Stevenson fought Gleison Tibau. Stevenson looked good. First round, he almost got caught in an omoplata. He slammed Gleison, but then he almost got caught in an omoplata, but he sat through it, and Joe Stevenson was smart and calm and cautious and survived the round. And then second round, Joe Stevenson caught him in a guillotine choke, and probably Joe Stevenson's favorite submission, and Gleison Tibau tapped out. So Joe Stevenson won by submission. I said Joe Stevenson won by TKO. Joe Stevenson still won, but it was by submission. Guillotine choke. Then the co-main event, I thought it would be one of the most exciting fights on this UFC card. It wasn't. It was probably the boringest fight. Things like that happen when you have a fighter who's orthodox, who's really just a striker against a guy who's really just a grappler. And it was a boring fight because one guy wanted to do one thing, the other wanted to do another thing. Cote caught him a couple times throughout the fight. He rocked him a couple times. Might have knocked him down the first round, I think, yeah. And Almeida took him down a couple times. He pulled guard. He had him in guillotine chokes. He even rocked Cote a couple times, I think, which was impressive. Stand-up looked good. But Cote went to win 29-28 on all the judges' scorecards. Split decision for Patrick Cote, which I did not agree with. I thought that Almeida won that fight very, very closely. Like it was really close. You know what? Cote could have won the fight too. It was so close. It was hard to call. But if I was a judge, I'd probably give the slight razor's thin edge to Almeida, just because he stand-up looked good, and he hit Cote a couple times, took him down, pulled guard, had him in guillotine chokes. Cote just rocked him a couple times. But Cote won the split decision. What can I say? Then the main event, Quentin Rampage Jackson versus Forrest Griffin. If you're a big UFC fan, you probably all know already what happened. Forrest Griffin won. Controversial, unanimous decision. I am really disappointed in this fight. I really did not agree with that fight. I'm sorry. I thought Quentin Rampage Jackson won that fight. I thought he won the first round by punching him. He knocked him down, followed up. Griffin just landed a couple leg kicks. Second round, Griffin obviously won. He got Quentin down, and he mounted Quentin, pounded him a little, bruised his eye. Third round, Quentin, I thought, third round was close. I couldn't really give that round to anybody. They both kind of traded and landed some punches. Fourth round, Rampage rocked Forrest Griffin a lot. And then Forrest pulled guard in a bad takedown, and from guard, Griffin went for a triangle choke, and Quentin slammed him. Not as good as the Carter-Arona fight, but he still slammed him, got out, and he cut Forrest Griffin above the eye. Forrest was bleeding all over. It was kind of gross. Not like the Lytle fight, but it was still bleeding. And then fifth round, good fight, great fight. They both exchanged. Griffin landed some leg kicks, but Rampage hit him a couple times. And Forrest won the unanimous decision. I didn't agree with it. controversial. I'm going to get some bad feedback on this for saying that, but I thought Quentin won. So congratulations, Forrest. So let him have his moment. Although I do think Wanderlei Silva and Lyoto Machida, maybe Chuck Liddell would beat Forrest Griffin. My opinion. And that was my Afterthoughts video. Comment, subscribe. Peace, Nunnker.